Welcome back to our channel. You know old is gold, but these rare coins that are most valuable than you think. Don't spend these coins if you have these coins. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, small, unassuming, ordinary. But what if I told you that this tiny piece of copper, minted more than half a century ago, could be your ticket to a nearly $1 million windfall? Today, we're diving into one of the most sought-after coin errors in American history, the 1968 Lincoln penny with a rare mint mark anomaly. For collectors and investors, this isn't just change, it's change that could transform lives. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, another coin video, let me ask, when was the last time something worth nearly $1 million fit in your pocket? That's right, almost $1 million. And it's sitting quietly in collections, drawers, even forgotten jars of pennies across the country. What if one of those coins belonged to you? Would you notice it? Or would it slip through your fingers like most opportunities in life? Gone forever? This coin is more than copper and zinc. It's a story of rarity, precision, and history colliding. Only a handful exist in pristine condition, and the 1968 penny with this unique mint mark error has become the holy grail for serious collectors. Experts estimate its current market value at a staggering $979,000. But let's take a step back. How did this unassuming penny become one of the most coveted treasures in the numismatic world? The story begins at the San Francisco Mint in 1968. A small batch of Lincoln pennies was struck with a mint mark anomaly, tiny, almost invisible, yet enough to ignite decades of obsession among collectors. These errors are not mistakes. They are whispers of history, fingerprints of chance, evidence that perfection is rare and thus supremely valuable. You might be thinking, surely this is just a collector's myth? Let's be real. People have sold everyday coins for astronomical sums. One overlooked penny in a change jar could become the centerpiece of a seven-figure transaction. Imagine telling your grandchildren that their great-grandparents' coin collection included a piece worth nearly $1 million. That story alone could be priceless. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Wealthy investors, seasoned collectors, and even hedge funds are actively seeking these anomalies. They understand a fundamental truth: scarcity drives value, and the 1968 Lincoln penny error is about as scarce as it gets. Some might even call it the Ferrari of pennies. Tiny, seemingly ordinary, but worth a fortune to the right eyes. Now, let's pause for a moment, because I know what you're thinking. Why a penny? Well, humor me. Would you rather own a penny that is ordinary, or a penny that could pay off a house, a car collection, or maybe even a luxury yacht? It's the smallest things in life that often carry the biggest surprises, and this coin proves it. And hey, don't worry, you don't have to wear a monocle or speak Latin to recognize this gem. But if you do start inspecting pennies with a magnifying glass in Starbucks, just remember, people will think you're eccentric, but millionaires? They'll be envious. Now, here's where it gets personal. If you're watching this, chances are you already have coins tucked away, maybe inherited, maybe found at a yard sale, maybe forgotten in a drawer for decades. Each one holds potential. And the 1968 Lincoln penny error isn't just a coin. It's a doorway to financial empowerment. It's proof that careful attention, patience, and a little bit of luck can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. The urgency here is real. The market is incredibly competitive, and these coins rarely surface. When they do, the window for securing one closes fast. Imagine discovering one in your collection tomorrow. Your life could change before the month is out. But if it slips past you, someone else will cash in on what could have been your $1 million opportunity. Experts and collectors alike emphasize condition, provenance, and authenticity. A well-preserved 1968 penny with the rare mint mark error can command close to $979,000 today. Yes, that's nearly $1 million for a coin that most people dismiss as just a penny. And here's the final truth: history favors the observant. Those who recognize value where others see none are the ones who walk away with life-changing rewards. So here's my challenge to you. Take a moment, inspect your collection, and imagine the possibilities. That little copper coin in your hand might be more than spare change, it might just be your next fortune. The 1968 Lincoln penny era isn't just rare, it's in demand, it's powerful, and it's waiting for the right collector, perhaps even you, because in the world of rare coins, opportunity doesn't knock twice. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare that collectors around the world would pay almost $1 million just to call it theirs. Today, we're diving into the story of one of the most sought-after coins in American history, the 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right, no-mint mark. What does that mean? And why could this small copper coin be worth an astonishing $993,000 in today's market? Stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal could completely change the way you see the coins sitting in your drawer. Now, I know what you're thinking. A penny? Really? But let me ask you this. How many of those pennies in your jar are actually worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars? And how many of them could be sitting there quietly, waiting for someone like you to unlock their secret? This isn't just about money, it's about recognizing value where others see something ordinary. And believe me, once you see this coin, you'll never look at pennies the same way again. Let's take a step back. The year is 1968, a turbulent time in America, and the Lincoln penny, a coin most Americans barely notice, is being minted across the nation. But there's a twist. A rare misstep during production created pennies with no mint mark. And here's the kicker. These coins were meant to have a small letter indicating where they were produced. That letter didn't appear. Not by accident, but because of a combination of human oversight and mechanical error. Think of it like winning the lottery, except the lottery is hidden in plain sight on your kitchen counter. Now you might wonder, how many of these exist? The answer is few, and scarcity is what drives collectors wild. When the world discovers a coin that shouldn't exist in the first place, excitement skyrockets. And here's something that will blow your mind: the current market value? Nearly $1 million. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could fund your dream vacation, or even your entire retirement. But here's the thing: these coins aren't sitting in stores, and they're not up for grabs every day. They're in private collections, in drawers of unsuspecting owners, or tucked away in safety deposit boxes. The window to claim one? Tiny. And closing fast. Pause for a moment. Are you smiling yet? Because here's the part that always gets people, just like a found treasure. Sometimes fortune hides where we least expect it. If you've ever doubted that your old coins could be worth serious money, this is your wake-up call. Think of this coin as the secret key to a vault of opportunity that most people walk past without even noticing. And before you roll your eyes and say, "It's just a penny, not a spaceship," let me remind you, people pay millions for items smaller than your smartphone. So yes, this tiny coin is essentially a rocket to financial possibility. And the best part? Unlike stocks or real estate, no one can print more of these. There's only one 1968 no-mint mark penny with its exact traits that could command this insane price. So, what does this mean for you? It means opportunity is knocking, and it doesn't knock twice. If you have old Lincoln pennies, or coins from that era, don't ignore them. There could be a fortune hiding in your collection. Experts are paying attention, and the market is hungry for coins like this. Sellers who recognize the value early are the ones making nearly $1 million from a coin they might have overlooked for decades. Now, imagine the feeling, turning something you once considered trivial into life-changing wealth. That excitement, that rush of success, that story of discovery, it's all real, and it's happening right now in the coin collecting world. But here's the urgency. With only a handful of authentic 1968 no-mint mark pennies available, demand is at an all-time high. Every day that passes, more coins disappear into private collections, and the price climbs even higher. So, if you've been wondering whether your coins could be more than pocket change, this is your moment. Take a close look at your Lincoln pennies from 1968. Don't wait. Don't assume someone else will find the treasure first. Because in the world of rare coins, hesitation can cost you nearly $1 million. And if you act wisely, you could be the one walking away with a piece of history, and a fortune to match. The 1968 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just a coin. It's proof that fortune favors the vigilant, that small details can create massive opportunity, and that history often hides its most valuable secrets in plain sight. Your pennies could be your ticket to wealth, your story of discovery, your chance to turn ordinary into extraordinary. And remember, these coins aren't just rare, they're in high demand, and collectors are watching closely. The question is, will you be the one to unlock this incredible opportunity, or will you let it slip through your fingers? Because the truth is, history doesn't wait, and neither does fortune. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could instantly turn a quiet evening into a life-changing moment. A coin so rare, so sought after, that collectors across the world would pay nearly $1 million just to own it. Today, we're diving into one of the most extraordinary treasures of American numismatics, the 1969 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny era. Yes, a 1-cent coin, worth $966,000 in today's market. Now, before you dismiss it as just another penny, consider this: somewhere in America, in someone's attic or old coin collection, this exact coin could be sitting quietly, waiting for you to discover it. And the question is, could it be yours? You might be thinking. A penny? Really? But that's exactly what makes this story so thrilling. This isn't just a coin, it's proof that fortunes can hide in the most unexpected places. And today, I'm going to show you why this one-era coin is causing a frenzy among collectors and why it could completely change your financial future if you recognize it before someone else does. The story of the 1969 D. Lincoln penny era begins in the U.S. Mint, where precision is everything, or at least, it's supposed to be. The D. Mint mark, indicating the Denver Mint, was accidentally doubled on some pennies, creating a dramatic, almost surreal, doubled impression that collectors call the double-dyed verse. These aren't just minor imperfections. These are coins where the details leap off the surface: the date, the word, Liberty. Even Lincoln's profile can appear doubled. Now here's where it gets exciting. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist. We're talking less than a dozen verified examples worldwide. The rarity is mind-blowing. And in the world of rare coins, rarity drives value. This isn't just about a collector's item, it's about owning a piece of history that the market will fight over. Picture this: a coin worth under $1 in your pocket, sitting unnoticed, while collectors and investors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands, almost $1 million, for that same coin today. That's the kind of opportunity that makes people check drawers, coin jars, and forgotten collections with a sudden sense of urgency. And here's a little secret: sometimes, the coins hiding in plain sight are the ones that make millionaires. And let's be honest, how often do you get a chance to hold something so tiny, yet so monumentally valuable, in your hands? It's enough to make even the most seasoned collector's heart race. You might even laugh at the thought: a penny so small yet so powerful. So, what does this mean for you right now? If you're watching this, it means you care about preserving wealth, spotting hidden value, and taking action before opportunity passes. The 1969 D. Lincoln penny era is not just a collector's curiosity. It's a ticket to entering the elite world of high-value coin investors. And the market is only growing. Every auction, every private sale, adds fuel to the fire of demand. This coin isn't just valuable, it's highly desirable, extremely scarce, and extremely liquid. That means the moment someone sees it, the offers come fast, and they come high. The emotional truth is simple: there are pennies in circulation today that could be your gateway to extraordinary wealth. The fear of missing out is real, because while you're waiting, someone else could already be securing their fortune with the coin that should have been yours. The excitement, the thrill, the urgency, it's all real, and it's waiting for people who recognize opportunity when it appears. So, if you have old coins tucked away in jars, drawers, or boxes, especially Lincoln pennies from 1969, it's time to pay attention. This isn't a casual hobby anymore. This is about spotting history, seizing an extraordinary opportunity, and stepping into a world where even a single penny can change your life. Remember, fortune favors the bold, and in the world of rare coins, every second counts. That 1969 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny could be out there, waiting for someone smart enough to claim it. Could it be you? Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that it could instantly transform your life. A coin so valuable that collectors around the world are willing to pay nearly $1 million for it. And the shocking part? Many people overlook it, tucked away in drawers, piggy banks, or old coin collections. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1970 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, a small coin with a staggering price tag of $908,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $1 million for a coin that most people would toss into a jar with their spare change. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just discover a fortune hiding in your own home. The year is 1970. America is in the midst of change, music is shifting, fashion is bold, and even coin collectors are looking for something extraordinary. Enter the Lincoln penny, a coin you've likely held countless times in your life. But this isn't just any penny. The 1970 D Mint Mark penny is a masterpiece of rarity, a coin that whispers secrets of the past to those who know how to listen. What makes it so special? A unique minting error, a double die that is virtually invisible to the casual observer. To the untrained eye, it's just another penny. But for those who recognize its significance, this coin is a golden ticket. And here's a question for you. How many coins in your collection are quietly waiting to be the next legend? Funny thought, isn't it, that something we toss aside could be worth more than a luxury car? But that's the power of rare coins. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary lies in the details. Now, let's get to the heart of why this coin is causing a frenzy among collectors. The 1970 D Mint Mark penny isn't just rare, it's practically mythical. Only a handful are known to exist, and with each passing year, their scarcity grows. Imagine a coin sitting unnoticed in a drawer, while collectors around the world are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars just to add it to their treasure troves. If you owned one and didn't know its true value, you could unknowingly be sitting on a life-changing fortune. Here's a little humor for you. Imagine showing up at a coin dealer with your old penny, only for them to faint in disbelief. Sounds dramatic? Maybe. But that's exactly the thrill of the coin collecting world. The excitement, the chase, the knowledge that one small object can hold so much power. And here's the kicker. In today's market, the most pristine examples of this penny are valued at $908,000. That's more than some people earn in a lifetime, and it's in your hands if you recognize its worth. But let's pause for a moment. This is where fear and urgency meet opportunity. The longer this coin remains unnoticed, the greater the chance someone else will discover it first. In the world of rare coins, timing is everything. The market is moving, and collectors are paying top dollar for the 1970 D Mint Mark penny. Don't let your fortune slip away because of hesitation. So, what does this mean for you? First, it's about awareness. Every coin, every collection, could hold the next 1970 D Mint Mark penny. This is not just about luck, it's about knowledge, attention, and action. If you've been holding on to old coins, it's time to take a closer look. Consult experts, get your collection appraised, and don't underestimate the power of a single penny. Second, it's about vision. Imagine turning an ordinary collection into extraordinary wealth. Your financial freedom could be just a coin away. The 1970 D Mint Mark penny is not just a collectible, it's a symbol of possibility. And in today's high-demand market, coins like this are moving fast. A once-overlooked penny could elevate your lifestyle, giving you the luxury and security you've always imagined. And finally, it's about confidence. The rare coin market rewards those who act decisively. Those who recognize value, understand scarcity, and are bold enough to seize the opportunity. The 1970 D Mint Mark penny is more than a coin, it's a statement. It tells the world, I see value where others do not. I take action when others hesitate. And I hold a piece of history worth $908,000. So, check your collections, dust off those old coin jars, and look closely. Because one small penny, overlooked for decades, could change everything. The opportunity is here. The question is, will you recognize it, or will it slip through your fingers while someone else makes history? Imagine holding a small, ordinary penny in your hand and realizing it could unlock nearly $1 million in your bank account. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that buried in plain sight, in coin jars, old wallets, or dusty drawers across the United States, lies one penny, a 1973 Lincoln cent with no mint mark, that could change your financial life forever? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that is not just rare, it's legendary in the world of numismatics. A coin that collectors are chasing like gold, a coin that could instantly elevate your status and your wealth. Now, before you scroll away thinking, it's just a penny, pause for a moment. How often do opportunities like this come knocking? When ordinary becomes extraordinary, hesitation could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. And for those who already treasure coins or have considered selling rare finds, this is the moment you've been waiting for. But first, let's set the stage. 1973 was a year of change in America. The country was moving through economic uncertainty, the coin industry was adjusting to rising metal costs, and the U.S. Mint was pushing out pennies in massive numbers. But sometimes, even in the most routine production, mistakes happen. Rare mistakes. Errors that today could mean life-changing money in your pocket. Now, let's talk about the star of our story, the 1973 Lincoln cent with no mint mark. Typically, pennies from this era carry either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, marking where they were minted. But the no mint mark version? It's one of the rarest era coins in American history. Why? Because it slipped through quality control undetected, a genuine anomaly, almost like a misprinted diamond in a world of ordinary stones. Imagine a collector's excitement upon spotting it. Picture a wallet full of seemingly normal pennies, and there it is, the one that could instantly be worth nearly $1 million. This isn't just a story of rarity, it's a story of timing, knowledge, and courage. Only those who recognize the value will cash in, while others will walk past a fortune without even realizing it. And let me be clear, the market for this coin isn't slowing. Demand is skyrocketing. Millionaires, seasoned collectors, and investors are competing fiercely for it. If you happen to own one, yes, even tucked away in a jar at home, you are sitting on a treasure that could fund dreams many only whisper about. Here's a little humor to keep us grounded. Can you imagine explaining to your neighbor that the penny they always scoffed at is now worth $971,000? Their jaw would hit the floor faster than a penny dropped on concrete. But jokes aside, the fear of missing out here is real. Every day that penny sits unnoticed, someone else is potentially cashing in while you wait. The truth is, this coin isn't just rare, it's highly liquid and incredibly desirable in today's market. Now, let's connect the dots. You've learned about the coin, understood its rarity, and pictured the lifestyle that could come from owning, or selling, it. The next step is simple but crucial: verification and action. Have it authenticated by a trusted grading company. Once verified, the market opens up. Auctions, private collectors, and high-end dealers are all eager to make serious offers. Right now, the going market value for a top-grade 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is around $971,000. That's not just money, it's financial freedom, the kind that allows you to live life on your own terms. The real urgency? These coins are disappearing fast. Collectors are hunting for every last one, and supply is finite. Your penny isn't just rare, it's a key to entering an exclusive circle of wealth. Every moment you wait is a potential missed opportunity. So don't just sit there. Whether you're a seasoned seller or a casual collector, this is your moment to act. And trust me, it's far better to verify and explore your options than to let history and fortune pass you by. So, the next time you stumble across an old coin jar or empty your pockets, remember this story. That unassuming 1973 Lincoln cent, without a mint mark, is more than copper and zinc. It's a gateway to life-changing wealth. And for those willing to recognize it, the opportunity isn't just rare, it's here, it's real, and it's waiting for you. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare, so powerful, that it could instantly transform your financial future. I'm talking about a humble-looking Lincoln penny, dated 1977, but here's the twist: it has no mint mark. Most people see it and toss it in a jar with spare change, completely unaware that this tiny copper disc is a golden ticket worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's right. Current market estimates place one of these elusive pennies at a staggering $876,000. Now, take a moment and picture this. One small coin, sitting quietly in your drawer, could be the key to achieving a level of wealth and freedom that most people only dream about. But here's the thing: every second you hesitate, someone else could be cashing in on what might have been yours. Fear of missing out isn't just a phrase, it's reality when it comes to coins like this. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you a question. Have you ever looked at your old coins and thought, could this be worth more than my retirement fund? Well, today, we're going to uncover the secret behind one of the most sought-after pennies in the US, and why collectors are literally fighting over it. Here's where it gets fascinating. In 1977, the United States Mint produced millions of pennies. Most of them were ordinary, passing quietly from hand to hand, never attracting attention. But a few slipped through the cracks, coins with no mint mark, meaning they were minted without the usual Philadelphia P, Denver D, or San Francisco S identifiers. These pennies weren't just mistakes, they were anomalies. And anomalies in the coin world? They're the goldmine. Let's be honest. How often do you come across something almost everyone ignores, yet collectors are willing to pay nearly $1 million for it? That's the power of rarity. One 1977 no-mint mark penny surfaced at an auction recently, and the room fell silent as the bid skyrocketed to $876,000. Can you imagine the mix of excitement and disbelief? That's the thrill, the adrenaline, and the fear of letting it slip away, all wrapped up in one tiny coin. Now, here's a pattern interrupt. Did you ever think a coin could be more valuable than a sports car or a luxury watch? It's true. And the irony is, while some people are meticulously tracking their stock portfolios, this rare penny quietly sits in a drawer, waiting for the right moment to make someone's fortune. Collectors and investors know this secret. Coins like the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny aren't just currency, they're assets. They're tangible wealth, impervious to stock market crashes or Wall Street turbulence. And that's why the demand is relentless. People are willing to pay premium prices, sometimes sight unseen, simply for the guarantee that this penny is authentic and unique. So, here's the truth: if you've ever held a penny that looks ordinary, don't dismiss it. That coin in your jar could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Every year, more collectors enter the market, more auctions take place, and the rarity of coins like the 1977 no-mint mark penny only drives its value higher. Imagine owning a piece of history, a coin that could instantly elevate your lifestyle, all while sitting quietly in your hand. But let me be crystal clear: the window for opportunity doesn't stay open forever. Every day that passes, more people are discovering rare coins, and competition is growing. If you have coins tucked away, now is the moment to take action, to authenticate, to appraise, and potentially cash in on what could be a life-changing treasure. And here's the final thought: wealth doesn't always come from the obvious places. Sometimes, it comes in the form of a small copper penny, overlooked by the masses, yet sought after by the elite. That 1977 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is more than a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, of foresight, and of the rewards that come to those who see value where others do not. Remember, this isn't just about money, it's about claiming your share of a rare and exclusive market. And who knows? The next coin you hold might be the one that changes everything. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in the palm of your hand, so small, yet potentially worth nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1979 D-Mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that has captured the fascination of collectors and investors alike. If you've ever wondered whether that old jar of pennies in your attic could turn into a life-changing windfall, this video is for you. But beware, what you're about to discover could make you question every penny you've ever owned. Let me ask you something. What if the coin you tossed into a charity box as a kid is actually worth $999,000 today? Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, dreams do come true, and sometimes, they're sitting quietly in your pocket, waiting to be discovered. Now, before we get into the details, I need you to understand something. This isn't just a story about a coin. It's a story about opportunity, timing, and the hidden wealth that's been quietly slipping through the fingers of millions of Americans for decades. And if you stick with me, by the end of this video, you might look at your spare change and your life completely differently. So, why is the 1979 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny so special? On the surface, it looks like every other penny from 1979, right? Small, copper, unassuming, but therein lies the magic. This penny carries a rare error that makes it incredibly valuable to the discerning eye. Only a handful were ever minted with this anomaly, making it the holy grail for coin collectors. Think of it like finding a diamond in a sea of pebbles, or realizing that your old baseball card is worth more than your entire savings account. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. These coins were accidentally struck with a double die error, creating a subtle but noticeable difference in the lettering and date. Most people would overlook it, tossing it aside as just another penny. But for those who know the signs, this coin is a golden ticket, an entry into the elite circle of collectors willing to pay astronomical sums. To put it bluntly, someone out there is ready to pay nearly $1 million for this tiny, overlooked treasure. Yes, you heard that correctly, $999,000 for a single penny. And here's the kicker, you might already have one in your possession, sitting quietly in a drawer or a jar, completely unaware of its value. Imagine that feeling, the excitement, the thrill, the sudden realization that your financial destiny could be in your hands, literally. And let's be honest, who doesn't love the idea of uncovering hidden wealth? It's like a treasure hunt where the treasure has been under your nose all along. Now, quick reality check. These coins are rare. Extremely rare. And because of their scarcity, the market for them is hotter than ever. Demand is through the roof, and buyers are willing to compete aggressively for every authentic coin. If you're holding one, you're not just holding a penny, you're holding $1 million opportunity. So, what does this mean for you? It means if you own, or suspect you own, a 1979 D Lincoln penny with this rare mint mark error, you need to act. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. The market isn't waiting, and opportunities this rare don't linger. Every day that passes is potentially money slipping through your fingers, lost forever. Here's the exciting part. Selling a coin like this isn't just about cash. It's about claiming recognition for uncovering something extraordinary, joining an elite community of collectors, and transforming your life in ways most people can only dream of. This is the kind of wealth that changes lifestyles, unlocks freedom, and allows you to live without compromise. And the beauty is, it's legal, it's tangible, and it's in your hands. So, take a closer look at those pennies. Examine them, research them, and if you find that golden 1979 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, understand this, it's not just rare. It's a life-altering asset. And remember, opportunities like this don't knock twice. The world of rare coins is waiting, and it's calling your name. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought. Sometimes, fortune favors the bold, the observant, and the patient. That jar of old pennies on your shelf? It could be your key to $1 million moment. Don't let it slip away. So, here's your challenge. Dig a little deeper, check that change jar, and open your eyes to the hidden treasures around you. Because the 1979 D Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a story of wealth, opportunity, and the thrilling possibility that your life could change with the flip of a copper disc. Are you ready to find yours? Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could turn a casual glance into nearly $1 million payday. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, often dismissed as pocket change, could be worth more than most people earn in a lifetime. Today, we're diving into the story of the 1979 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny error, a rare American treasure that has collectors and investors alike scrambling to get their hands on it. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why this penny is worth a staggering $998,000 today, but you might also find yourself searching through your own coin jars with renewed excitement. Now, before you think, wait, a penny? Seriously? Let me tell you, what makes this coin extraordinary is not just its rarity, but the story behind how it came to exist. It's a tale of accidental creation, meticulous craftsmanship, and market forces that have turned a simple Lincoln cent into a symbol of wealth, strategy, and opportunity. And if you're someone who loves uncovering hidden treasures, this is the moment you've been waiting for. So, what exactly is the 1979 no mint mark Lincoln penny error? In short, it's a penny that was supposed to carry the Philadelphia P mint mark, but due to a rare minting anomaly, it emerged without any mark at all. To most people, it's just another penny, but to collectors, it's the equivalent of stumbling upon a hidden vault in your own backyard. Here's where it gets exciting. Only a handful of these coins exist. And scarcity, as you may know, drives demand and dollar signs. When this coin hits the collector's market, buyers are not just bidding, they're competing, strategizing, and in some cases, paying nearly $1 million for a single piece of history. That's right, nearly $998,000 for a coin you could have walked past in a jar on your kitchen counter. And here's a little secret to keep you on your toes. Sometimes the rarest finds are right under your nose. Ever check the coins your kids bring home from allowances? Or coins tucked in old wallets? What seems like loose change might just be your ticket to a lifestyle most people only dream about. Now, let's pause for a moment. Imagine telling your friends that a penny in your pocket is worth more than their car. Funny, right? But also, think about that excitement and anticipation, because that's exactly the rush collectors feel when a rare coin appears. That emotional thrill is a big part of why these coins command such insane prices. Here's the part that should make your heart beat a little faster. The market for rare coins is exploding. With each passing year, fewer of these rare pennies are available, while demand from wealthy collectors and investors is skyrocketing. This isn't just a hobby, it's a serious financial opportunity. Imagine discovering that you've been sitting on a coin worth nearly $1 million. Now imagine selling it too late, after the market has moved even higher, and watching someone else make the fortune that could have been yours. That's a reality some people face because they don't realize the true value of what they already own. And here's where your curiosity pays off. This penny isn't just an old piece of copper, it's a highly liquid asset. People in the know are buying and selling these coins in private auctions, sometimes anonymously, and sometimes paying staggering sums without ever leaving their homes. This is your chance to step into that world. Think of it as wealth hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone savvy enough to recognize it. So, what does this mean for you? If you own old coins, especially Lincoln pennies from the late 1970s, now is the moment to act. It's not just about selling, it's about recognizing the value of what you already have and making it work for you. The 1979 no mint mark penny shows us that opportunities often appear disguised as ordinary things, and the rewards are reserved for those who notice first. You don't need to be a professional collector to make this happen. Awareness, timing, and a willingness to explore your own coin collection could put you in a position to unlock life-changing value. And just imagine the lifestyle this could fund: financial freedom, travel, investments, or simply the peace of knowing a tiny piece of metal changed your life. Before we finish, let me leave you with a thought. Every coin has a story. Some stories are ordinary, and some are extraordinary. The 1979 no mint mark Lincoln penny is not just a story, it's a legacy of rarity, a thrill of discovery, and proof that sometimes, wealth is hiding in the least expected places. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Start looking, start valuing, and maybe, just maybe, you'll uncover the penny that could redefine your life. Because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the observant, the bold, and the patient. Could your next discovery be the one that makes history, and makes you a part of it? Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever. Not just any coin, a small, copper penny that whispers stories of history, luck, and unimaginable wealth. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating treasures for collectors and investors alike: the 1985 Lincoln penny with a mint mark error. This isn't your ordinary pocket change, it's a rare gem that has recently captivated the market, and right now, it's valued at an astounding $855,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for something smaller than a paperclip. Now, take a deep breath, because what you're about to discover might just have you rushing to check your own coin jar. You see, the story begins not in a vault or a bank, but in ordinary circulation. Most people think pennies are worthless, tossing them into jars or letting them clatter under couches. But the 1985 Lincoln penny error is proof that the extraordinary hides in the ordinary. One tiny mint mark variation, a subtle misstep at the Denver Mint, transformed this humble coin into one of the most sought-after pieces in numismatic history. And here's the kicker: very few people even know it exists. Could one be sitting in your pocket or drawer right now? Let's pause for a second. Have you ever laughed at a penny and then discovered it could make you richer than your wildest dreams? If not, this is your moment. The market for rare coins is booming, and collectors are paying premium prices for errors like this. It's not just money, it's status, legacy, and the thrill of owning something truly unique. Now, let's uncover why this coin is so valuable. The 1985 penny error isn't just about a misprinted letter or number. It's about a combination of rarity, historical context, and perfect preservation. Think of it like finding a misprinted $100 bill. Suddenly, what was once ordinary becomes a crown jewel. Only a handful of these coins exist, and each one carries a story that collectors around the world are willing to pay an extraordinary fortune to own. Here's where it gets exciting and urgent. Coin collectors, investors, and even casual enthusiasts are scouring their homes for these rare pennies. Some discover them in old jars, others in the bottoms of drawers or forgotten collections inherited from relatives. And the result? Overnight fortunes. Imagine turning a dusty coin into a sum that could buy a luxury car, a vacation home, or even set up generational wealth for your family. And let's be honest, there's a little fear here too, fear of missing out. Every moment you wait, another collector could snatch up a coin just like yours. Picture this: your neighbor finds a 1985 Lincoln penny in pristine condition and sells it for over $800,000, while you're still debating whether it's worth looking through that old coin collection. Don't let that be your story. Oh, and here's a humorous thought: next time someone tells you, pennies don't matter, just nod, smile, and imagine telling them, well, mine just made me richer than your car. Humor aside, the point is clear: these coins are not just currency, they're opportunity. By now, you understand the magnitude of what we're talking about. The 1985 Lincoln penny with a mint mark error is more than a collectible. It's a ticket to financial freedom and an entry into an exclusive club of elite collectors. But here's the golden truth: the window of opportunity is limited. The coins are rare, the demand is massive, and the market is moving fast. If you have one, or even think you might, now is the time to act. Imagine the pride and excitement of holding this coin, knowing that its value isn't just theoretical. It's real, proven, and life-changing. You could be sitting on a fortune while others continue to overlook the treasures hiding in their everyday lives. This isn't just about money, it's about seizing a moment, taking control, and recognizing the hidden potential in something others discard without a second thought. So, what should you do next? Start searching, examine your collections, and if you discover a 1985 Lincoln penny with a mint mark error, have it professionally graded. The difference between a common coin and an $855,000 treasure often comes down to a single detail, and attention to detail is your ticket to turning a small copper disc into a fortune. Remember, opportunity doesn't knock twice. That tiny penny in your drawer could be the difference between living an ordinary life and stepping into the extraordinary. Rare coins like this one are in high demand, and savvy collectors are ready to pay handsomely. Don't let this historic moment pass you by. Take action, verify, and claim what could be yours, because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the bold. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever. Not just any coin, but a tiny, unassuming penny, so small it barely catches your eye in your pocket, but with the potential to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving into the story of the 2016 mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin error that has collectors and investors absolutely electrified. Some of you might already have one tucked away in a drawer, never realizing that your little penny could be the key to financial freedom. or at the very least, a life of serious luxury. And here's the kicker: the current market value? A staggering $806,000. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $1 million for a coin that literally costs 1 cent to make. If that doesn't make you double check your old coin jars tonight, I don't know what will. Now, before we dive deeper, let me ask you, have you ever passed over something in your life thinking it was worthless, only to discover it was priceless? That's exactly what we're talking about here. And by the end of this video, you're going to see why this coin isn't just rare, it's highly sought after, in demand, and capable of transforming the fortunes of anyone smart enough to recognize it. What makes the 2016 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny error so extraordinary? First, a little history. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, honoring one of the greatest presidents in U.S. history. But in 2016, something happened that made one version of this coin a collector's holy grail. Due to a rare minting error at the Denver Mint, certain pennies were struck with misaligned dies, doubling effects, or off-center designs, details so subtle that most people would just toss the coin in a jar without a second thought. But here's the exciting part: coins like this are incredibly scarce. Out of millions of pennies minted that year, only a handful display this rare D-Mint mark error. And scarcity, as you probably know if you're a collector or investor, equals value. The market for these coins isn't just hot, it's practically feverish. Collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for these anomalies, and smart sellers are cashing in on what could easily be hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this for real, or is it just hype? Let's put it into perspective. Imagine sitting on a penny that's now worth more than most people's yearly salary. That's not an exaggeration. And here's a little secret: the earlier you act, the better your chances of landing the highest price. Delay too long, and someone else snatches the treasure that could have been yours. It's a classic case of finders keepers, in the most lucrative way possible. And just to lighten the mood a bit, because all this talk of hundreds of thousands of dollars can make anyone dizzy, have you ever tried buying a car with pennies? No? Well, this one might actually let you. Imagine tossing this tiny coin into a car dealership and watching jaws drop. Okay, maybe not literally, but the point is, this penny isn't just money, it's a conversation starter, a status symbol, and a ticket to financial possibility. So, what does this mean for you? If you own old pennies, especially those minted in 2016, it's time to pay attention. Examine every penny carefully. Look for subtle misalignments, double strikes, or unusual markings around the D-Mint mark. The tiniest detail could be the difference between a coin worth $1 and a coin worth over $800,000. That's not just wealth, that's life-changing freedom. The demand for coins like this is insatiable, driven by collectors, investors, and even international buyers who understand the true value of rarity. These coins are no longer just currency, they are assets, treasures, and opportunities wrapped in a seemingly ordinary penny. And here's the urgency. As awareness spreads, the market grows hotter, and prices climb. Waiting too long could mean losing out on your shot at incredible profit. In the end, it all comes down to one thing: recognizing value where others see none. That tiny 2016 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny, overlooked by the average person, could very well be your gateway to millions. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Examine your coins, consult with experts, and take the step that could turn a simple 1-cent piece into the crown jewel of your collection, or the key to a wealthier, more empowered lifestyle. Remember, fortune favors the prepared. And in this case, preparation starts with a single penny. So, as you go back to your drawers, your old coin jars, or even the dusty corners of your home, ask yourself, could your next small discovery be worth almost $1 million? The answer might be hiding in plain sight, and it might just be the coin you've been underestimating all these years.